Have you ever found something cool in a garage sale or your grandma's attic and thought, this thing is cool, but is it worth anything? Hi, I'm Jasmine from Corkscrew Curiosities, and today I'm going to show you a super easy way to research the value of your vintage and antique items on a website called Worthpoint. Worthpoint is a subscription-based service, meaning you need to pay for it monthly in order to use it. Why would you want to subscribe to a website like Worthpoint when you can also do research on other websites like eBay? You'll remember in my previous video about researching item values, talking about eBay and sold comps. Sold values are the most important piece of information you need when you are valuing your vintage and antique items. eBay only saves sold comp information for 90 days. That means if an item was sold more than 90 days ago, it's lost in the atmosphere. You're not going to be able to see what it sold for or the details on it. So for harder to find items or items that you need a little bit more information about the price fluctuations and how it is sold in the past, it's going to be difficult to gather all the information that you need to know from eBay alone. That's where Worthpoint comes in. It gathers real prices from places like eBay and auctions so you can see what people actually paid, not what sellers want out of their items. And that's the difference between sold comps and listed comps. Worthpoint does have an app for easy use. You can download it in the App Store or the Google Play Store. I'm going to show you some of the things that you can do with this app. We're going to be using a familiar face for this example, one of our Mary Mushroom canisters. I figured it was a good item to use. I'm going to show you what it looks like to look this item up on Worthpoint. For items like these, the more information that you have, the better. Markings on the bottom, you can use that information to research your item and look it up. On the bottom here, we have a year. It says 1982, Sears, Roebuck and Company. That's a valuable piece of information, and we're going to use that in order to look up this particular canister on Worthpoint. So I'm going to bring up my app, and I'm going to look up Mary Mushroom 1982 canister. It also helps if you have things like measurements. So I'm gonna measure this real quick and see how tall it is so that I can know exactly which canister I'm looking at, because this is clearly not a full set, it's just one of them. So let me measure this real quick. I've determined by measuring that this canister is 7 inches tall. That gives me a little bit more information to look up, and that's really valuable. So I'm going to add to the search 7-inch. Now this is going to show me a lot of different listings. We have a 5-inch canister here. We have a 7-inch canister here. So this is exactly what I'm looking for. This sold October 4th, 2022. And that one sold for $15.99. We have June 6th, 2022. Not sure how tall this one is. 7 inches. This one sold for $26, and it goes further back than that. So I'm gonna say, based on the information that I'm finding here, plus the information that I find on eBay, we could find a really good valuation for this item of what to list it for on eBay. You also want to carefully examine your items whenever you are listing them on eBay, such as this little chip here on the rim, some chips on the rim here. It's very important to be honest on your listings and with your buyers on the condition of the item so that they get the full picture as they are purchasing. Now, the item that you are looking up may not be as easy as this very clearly marked 1982 Sears and Roebuck Mary Mushroom canister. It may be something that doesn't have any markings. You don't even know what to call it. Worthpoint has this really cool feature similar to eBay with a photo lookup, that you can snap a photo of the item and look it up that way and see if it can find any similar listings with the photo recognition. We're gonna try it here with the Mary Mushroom canister. I know that we were able to find it with the markings, but it'll give you a good idea of how this works. You are going to click the camera right beside the search, and you're going to bring up the camera if you haven't taken the picture already, and the gallery if you have taken the picture. I haven't, so I'm going to take a quick picture of this. So I'm bringing up the camera, snapping a photo of that canister. Beautiful picture. Press confirm. It's going to ask you to crop the image so that it's not trying to read anything else in that picture. The clearer the photo, the better on a clear backdrop. And here we are. It found exactly what we're looking for. It may not be able to tell the measurements from this photo, but it did pull up this year of Merry Mushroom canister right here on the page. That's a really cool feature. eBay has it as well, and it's so useful. And that's it. Whether you're cleaning out your closet or helping grandma go through her attic, which would be really exciting, by the way, please do that. And listen to all your grandma's stories about all of her vintage and antiques. Worthpoint is a very fun tool to explore item valuation and a little bit more information about items. You might be surprised to find what something is worth. In our next video, we are going to be talking about how to use Google Lens to research your item. It may not help you with item valuation, but it would give you a better place to start if you're not sure what your item is, so that you can begin your search for item valuation. If this helped you at all, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, leave a comment below. Encouragement, kindness, I love your glasses, anything nice. For now, we will see you next time, and stay curious.